Hey, it's me. I'm going to have to go ahead and just do this by memory and whatever. Anyways, we were on the, I don't like looking at that camera. We were on the mountains playing in the silver. And then I lifted up my hand and it formed a long thimble. And then the sound of the shofar or some kind of sound just to alert everybody, hey, we're going to take control over the place, New World Order, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. So Jesus and I went down the mountains and got to this vehicle, and we started putting stuff in the trunk of the car, whatever. And then I put my thimble in there, and I was hurrying really fast, just frantically, and Jesus was looking at me, kind of thought it was funny that I was just panicked. He's like, I'm going to close my eyes. This is like hard to do this. He was looking at me, having a sense of humor, probably like I'm doing now, just all nervous. Anyway, so I was trying to pack everything, and he's telling me, don't worry about it. We're covered. Everything's okay. You don't need to get upset. We just got to move quick. And I said, okay. And then I guess we drove off to like a restaurant, but it was weird. I don't know. And then Keith Green, Jesus, whatever, turned into an animal and ran off real quick, really fast. I didn't even have enough chance to whatever. And anyway, so the lady at the desk, because you felt like you were at a bowling alley type restaurant, something, and she said, well, don't be sad because he comes back every year. It'll be all right. And then I was just like, whatever, beside myself. And then I looked back up again to look at the lady and this man, and they were arguing. And she was being like, didn't seem like really nice. It was a one-sided conversation. She was being mean to her husband. And I went up there and talked to her. And at first she was nice, and then it looked like the devil was in her. And then God just said, you need to get out of there. She wants to argue with you and take your salvation away. And then, so then I left outside of the restaurant. And then I was crying. And then I got angry because I was like, devil, you don't sit here and control everybody. And I went back in and confronted her. And then I woke up from that dream. And that was December the 31st, like at 2:21 in the morning. And then the next day, I was baptized. I ended up being the first one. And before we were, when I was at that hotel, I heard God say, New Year's baby. And anyway, so when it was time for baptism, I was trying to get Abby to go or my mom to go first. But no, I was first. And then Pastor Paul Bagley's dad was came back later and said, New Year's baby, first New Year's baby, whatever. Anyway, so as you said, you receive the, you guys know what I'm trying to say. And then I said, yes, yes, yes. And then all I was thinking is, I hope I don't get water at my nose, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as I landed in the water, I saw the two Roman soldiers, one on each end, you know, one at Jesus' head and one at his feet. And they went into the tomb to lay him down on the slab. And they felt like remorse or sad. They knew they'd made a mistake. And then they left, and then Jesus you know, came up off the table, and he said, I want you to count to 3, and then all that baggage that you've got on there, I want you to release it. I'm going to cut those cords there. So he said 1, 2, 3, and then that's what I did. And then that's when Paul was raising me up out of the water, and I was like, as I was like going up, I said, no, I don't want to go. I want to stay here. And he says, you can't. I'm coming back quickly. You just need to get back up. I'm coming for my bride. So then that was it, and I guess those are the 3 things that have happened to me. But I was seeing a therapist for PSTDs or something. I don't know, but anyways, he's Jewish, and I didn't know it at the time. And I started telling him all this stuff, and then he finally told me that he was, and I don't know, anyways. But when I told him about the thing about the silver, he got really, really nervous. He looked like he was going to pass out. And then he wanted me to talk to some kind of psychiatrist, Jewish, religious, somebody. He said I got to tell somebody about this dream, and then I just kind of blew it off because I didn't think nothing about it. And then we've had this conversation a couple more times. Then I started with Abby's homeschooling, and then I never was able to get back an appointment. He wanted me to keep a steady appointment, I guess because I couldn't do that. And it was like going to be here and there. I don't know. He just didn't get back to me. And I just dropped it for right now. Then I started talking to you, Joseph. So then it's like, here we are doing what we're doing now. And anyways, I tried to make that other video like you guys requested, but I couldn't do it. It screwed up. I screwed up or something. I don't know. Anyways, I hope I gave you all the details. And I do not like the camera. It's like, ugh, whatever. Well, good enough, because I think I've said everything I can say. Just if there's details missing, just contact me and let me know what's going on. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Handler. Oh, yeah, I did forget another dream. I forgot another dream. There was this other time, I don't know all the details of it. I was in a hotel, and Paula Deen and her husband were there, and I noticed them. And they looked like they were trying to grab me and take me to a room to be inappropriate. And I was scared half to death, and I was able to escape from them. But then I got stuck in an elevator. And then the handler that's from that video, Alice in Wonderland by Curly, her handler was in there. And he started telling me that they were going to dispose of me because I was of no use to them anymore and hand over my silver necklace. And I said no. And then he was like, well, you're done with. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. And then so he said, take your necklace off and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I took it off. And then he said, look at this clasp over here where you hook it onto. It's broken. That means you're disposable. And then all of a sudden, President Bush came in a hologram. And he said, yeah, you were in our family bloodline, but since we don't need you for services anymore, you've now become one of the disposables. And then I woke up, I guess. I woke up. I had a splitting headache and my chest was hurting and my jaws was hurting. It was horrible. And then that was my first experience with the EMDR because I saw my therapist that day, and you know, we did that. So I guess that's my 3 dreams, and I hope it's enough to make sense. I don't know, probably typing's better, but at least I tried. The other idea was a good concept, but I don't know, I screwed up. Anyways, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.